So welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining the Prodigy Finance webinar. This is an opportunity for you to ask questions, but also for me to share a little bit about Prodigy Finance and what we offer. So my name is Cindy. I'm a community operations specialist here at Prodigy Finance. And this is my colleague, Mayank. He is in the background. He's part of the growth and partnerships team, but he's here to answer the questions as we go along. So feel free to drop your questions in the Q&A chat facility. I'll also be inviting one lucky participant at the end of the webinar to join and ask their questions live. Let's get started. So today, this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about who Prodigy Finance is. We're going to give you reasons why you should choose Prodigy Finance as your education partner. We're going to talk about eligibility. We'll go through the loan process. We'll talk about documents, how to apply. We'll share some contact details. And then lastly, we'll end with a Q&A. Once again, if you do have any questions as I go along, just drop them in the Q&A box and Mayank will answer them. So who we are. So Prodigy Finance was founded in 2007, where 3 MBA students recognized that banks don't serve the needs of international students. They were looking for funding for their education. And when they approached banks, banks required collateral, they required co-signers, guarantors, and extensive documentation that students simply don't have. So these students founded Prodigy Finance, making it their mission to make quality education accessible using financial technology to redefine the loan market. So this was in 2007. We've been in the business for quite some time. Our innovative and borderless model assesses students on their potential, so not just their current circumstances or their current credit history. Our model looks at your future earning potential. Then we work with alumni, impact investors, and other private qualified entities who invest in tomorrow's leaders whilst earning a financial and social return. As I mentioned, we've been doing this for over 17 years. We have funded over 45,000 students, of which 72% of them come from emerging markets. And we have funded, and we continue to fund, 1,800 and more schools globally. So Prodigy Finance borderless credit model has revolutionized the way international graduate students fund their degrees. As I mentioned earlier on, we have funded over 45,000 students. That translates to about 2.3 billion US dollars. And we fund students from about 120 countries. The map on the right just shows where our team is spread. So we have some of our team members in the UK, in London. That's our headquarters. And then we have some team members in South Africa. That's where I'm calling in from. We have colleagues in the US and colleagues in India. So we are a truly global company. So why choose Prodigy Finance? If you haven't heard about us before, we provide international education loans that do not require collateral. We also provide you with a loan without a cosigner, so you don't need to have a cosigner, but we've also now provide you with the choice of having a cosigner that is exclusive to our Indian students. Then we charge only a 4% administration fee with one upfront fee of $500. This is the only processing fee that we require to be paid upfront. The process is completely online, so you can apply from the comfort of your bedroom, from your lounge, from a coffee shop. Everything is done online. Even signing your final loan agreement is done online. Then we provide you with a provisional offer within 1 to 5 days. So once you have completed the online application, in most instances, we give you an instant offer, but sometimes this can take within 1 to 5 working days. We also provide a customized offer with competitive interest rates and some flexible repayment terms, in that you have a choice of a loan term of 7, 10, 15, or 20 years. These are your options for repayment. We provide you with a loan confirmation letter. This can be used for visa purposes and I-20 purposes. We also offer a repayment that only starts 6 months after your classes finish. This applies if you're taking out a no cosigner loan. Then there are no penalties for early repayment or for settling your loan early. So this is a video that I'm going to play for you, a short little video of one of our customers, and she talks about her experience at Prodigy Finance.
My name is Ayushi. I come from a beautiful small town in India, Udaipur, where I saw the dream of coming to the UK and pursue my master's degree. So I started my planning, and that's when I came across Prodigy Finance. There is no requirement of a cosigner, no requirement for collateral, and the entire process is so transparent, and there are no hidden fees. I have to thank Prodigy Finance because I was able to achieve so much more than I ever thought was possible. So if you are also ready to spring into action, then don't let your finances come in your way and hold you back. Just check the Prodigy Finance website today and apply for your loan.
We are so thrilled to be part of Ayushi's journey, as well as of all the 45,000 students we have funded. And if you need some more
My name is Ayushi. I come from a...
You need some more reason to choose us. Let's talk about eligibility. So we have 3 basic eligibility criteria. Firstly, you must be looking to attend a school and a course we support. You must come from one of the 120 countries that we support, and you must be looking to study your master's or your postgraduate degree abroad. So you cannot be in your home country wanting to study. You have to be wanting to study abroad. Let's talk about the loan application process. As I mentioned, everything is done online. So once you start your online application, which takes about 12 minutes to complete, we provide you with so it's an online application, 12-minute. It is free, and you can have multiple applications. By having multiple applications, you don't get penalized in any way. So if you're just exploring and you're looking at different options, you can have an application for each and every single school or course that you are thinking to apply to. And this really helps you to decide which school and which course to attend. Once you've spent that 12 minutes completing your online application, we provide you with a provisional offer. This is instant, or it could take 5 days to get an offer. The offer is valid for 14 days, but if you choose not to accept the offer after 14 days, no worries. You can simply just start a new application when you are ready again. If you do accept the provisional offer, so you're happy with the loan amount, you're happy with the terms, you are ready to go and study abroad, you will accept the provisional offer, and that moves you to the verification stage of your loan application. We are verifying applications within 2 working days. That's if all of the documentation is in order. And this is a stage where you're just uploading some or the required documentation to support what you have put in your application. Once you have successfully been verified, that's when we move you to the matching stage. So we match your application to available funding. We match on a weekly basis. So within 1 week of being verified, your application should be matched to funding. And this is the stage where we issue you with your official loan confirmation letter that can be used for I-20 purposes or for visa purposes. Once you have been matched, you can now just sit back and relax. We do everything for you. We work with your school on dispersing the funds directly to your school. Now, I'm sure this question is going to come up, but if you do qualify for living expenses, when we send the funds to your school for disbursement, your school takes whatever tuition they need, and any excess funds they will pay into your local bank account for living expenses. After disbursement, you only start repaying 6 months after your classes finish. Now, in between disbursement and repayments, you have your second year application. This is if your course is a 2-year course. So if your course is a 2-year course, you would need to have an application for each period, your first year period and then your second year period. And at this stage is when you come back for your second year funding. We usually reserve funds for you when you completed your first year application, but we simply just asking you to now reapply, to reconfirm your needs, to confirm how much you need. It's a super quick process, as you won't need to go through the whole process again. It's just we wanting to make sure that nothing has changed majorly in your financial situation. So that's the Prodigy Finance loan process. So there's some documents that are mandatory, and then there are documents that may be applicable to you. So let's go through mandatory documents. So these are the documents required for each applicant that has accepted a provisional offer and is now going through the verification stage of the process. We need your proof of admission. We accept screenshots. So if your school has sent you an email confirming your proof of admission, we'll accept a screenshot of that proof of admission. But it needs to be your official proof of admission. We need your passport copy. We need your proof of current residential address. Now, if you are living with someone, that's fine. You don't have a proof of address. We will accept the proof of address of the person that you're living with. They just need to complete a declaration, sign it, and then attach their proof of address with the declaration. And then for everybody, we do require a local credit report. Obviously, this varies by country of residence, but we're also happy to confirm that Prodigy Finance can now pull a credit report on your behalf. There's only certain countries that we can do this for, but if you are lucky enough, when you log into your dashboard, you'll find an option that says, get a report for me, and that's when you can click on it, move all the way through those steps, and then that gives us permission to pull a credit report on your behalf. If that option is not available for you, then you simply need to provide us with a credit report, and we will give you information of where you can go and obtain a credit report. If you don't have a credit history, absolutely fine. You can then provide us with a no-hit report. So the credit bureau agency can provide you with a letter or a document that says this person doesn't have a credit history. Then on the right column, these are documents that are applicable if you have declared it. So in some instances, we will ask for proof of personal savings or family savings. If you have declared a scholarship or a sponsorship, we'll ask for proof of that. And if you have declared a salary or a future salary, we will ask for proof of that. Moving on, we are happy to announce that we have just launched new co-signer loans. So a co-signer loan is where you invite a sibling or a family member to stand as a guarantor on your loan. And by having a guarantor on your loan, you get lower interest rates, starting from 8.35%. Sorry, please ignore that. It also increases your chances of approval, and you potentially can borrow more with no collateral required. This is available for Indian residents only. We are also thrilled to announce that on Friday, the 14th of March, we will be opening up scholarships where you have an opportunity to win one of 8 scholarships across 6 scholarship categories, ranging from 1,000 to 8,000 US dollars. And this applies to students who are beginning their studies in August of 2025. Applications open on Friday, so mark your calendars, follow us on socials, and we hope to see some applications coming through from you guys. All right, so how to apply. Visit the Prodigy Finance website. In your search engine, www.prodigyfinance.com. You if you look at the bar on the right, you'll see the apply now button or the apply button. Click on apply, and then it will take you to register an account. You can register your account with Apple, with Google, with LinkedIn, or just by filling in your details. And once you have registered an account, that's when you will go through the application process, submit the application process, and we can let you know if we can make you an offer. Okay, so how to connect with us. You can log into your Prodigy Finance account. So if you have registered an account, you can log into the Prodigy Finance account to chat to a support agent, a live chat. You can also reach us via email at info@prodigyfinance.com, or you can give us a call on those numbers provided up on the screen. Okay, so I'm going to leave these contact details. If I could just ask everybody to also follow us on social media. This is a really good way to stay connected for any real-time updates. So search us on Instagram. If Instagram is not your thing, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, Twitter as well, or X, sorry, and YouTube as well. So feel free to connect with us on any one of those social platforms or all of them. Okay, so now I am going to invite a participant who has raised their hand to ask their question. Let's have a look. Okay, so we have a few people wanting to join and ask their question. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to invite Shulamite. Shulamite, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here. Good day.
Hi, Shulamite. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much too.
Yes, how
Okay,
can
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, very well. Thank you for the insight you've given to us and how we can navigate with the app seamlessly. But I want to ask, do I have some of my questions have been answered though? Do you support schools in Germany?
In Germany?
And yes.
Yes, we do. So we support over 1,700 schools, Shulamite, some of which are schools in Germany. What I would recommend that you do is visit the Prodigy Finance website and look at our schools search page. If you click on our school search page, you will then find a list of schools that we support, as well as the countries in which we support.
Yes, I've asked, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, okay, you support Germany, but as a Nigerian, one of the requirements for us to get our visa approved is to have a blocked account. Is there any alternative to that? Because you from the question answered here to me that you don't at present you don't fund blocked account. So how do your loan help to assist me? Because without the block account, my visa can be approved. So how do you go about it to help us?
That's a great question. So unfortunately, we do not support block accounts. And the reason for this is due to regulatory rules. So our current process, Shulamite, is that you need to sign your final loan agreement once you reach your country of studies. And from our understanding, the block account is required ahead of the time, and it's to secure your admission into the university. So we don't support that at the moment. You would need to have some funds, saved or from a family member to support the block account process. But our loan does help with tuition and living expenses. I hope that clarifies.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
All right, now we're moving on to the Q&A section, and I'm going to take a few questions from there. Okay, so I have a question. Okay, so an anonymous attendee was just asking for a recording of the session. As he's currently in a meeting and he might need to drop. So if you are still with us, the anonymous attendee, please feel free to leave your email address and we'll share a recording of this webinar with you afterwards. Okay, Pranav has a question. This is Pranav from India. Welcome, Pranav. I applied for an education loan to study in the UK. I applied only for tuition fees with enough savings, investments, property amounts fed in the application in the website. It got declined within the next 30 seconds after I submitted my application. We are so sorry about that, Pranav. I also tried increasing the savings, investments, properties amounts with the new loan application, but still got declined. I also tried using different accounts, but what can I assure is that I put enough savings, etc. amounts in the loan application. What would be the reason for the decline of the application? For this, I contact the customer support department, but I did not get the correct reason for the decline of the loan application. So firstly, our sincere apologies for your application being declined. There are multiple reasons why an application can be declined. Unfortunately, without having your application in front of me, it's really difficult for me to say. And the only thing that I can do is redirect you to our support team, info@prodigyfinance.com, and they can look into this and guide you. If you are not happy with the response, please respond to the email and say, I am not happy with this response, and they can escalate it and we can get somebody else to investigate and provide you with a satisfactory response. Shigozi has asked, will Prodigy help in job provision? I'm afraid not, Shigozi. We don't help you find a job. We provide you with the funding to study your master's. So once you receive your master's, it puts you in a better position to earn hopefully a high earning job. We do have a community, and we invite you to join the community after you have taken a loan with us, and there's an opportunity to network with others in the community. We have a question from Samir. Can I speak or write to someone about it? Recently got a regret, it cannot be added. Absolutely, Samir. Feel free to reach out to info@prodigyfinance.com. Richard has asked, hi, Prodigy team. I'm Richard. Hi, Richard. I run a study abroad agency that assists African nurses to pursue their master's degree, say a MSN in US-based university. I'm looking for loan funding for my clients. They have a future employment assured by a partnering international staffing agent. How can you assist with me? Richard, thank you so much for joining. Should you wish to join us as a partner, you can write to partnerships@prodigyfinance.com, or you could just direct your clients to the Prodigy Finance website and they can submit an application straight from the website. We have a question from Olikemi. My application was declined. Once again, I'm so sorry about that. There's multiple reasons. Our support team are the only people that can understand the reason for the decline and provide you with the clarity. So you can write to them at info@prodigyfinance.com. We've got a question from Tafiq. I got admitted to Arizona State University for MS Business Analytics. Congratulations, Tafiq, on your admission. I don't see a question. Maybe it's further down, so I'll come back to that. But once again, congratulations on your admission. And I really hope that Prodigy Finance can assist you with funding your dream of studying abroad. We have a question from an anonymous attendee. I intend to apply to Edith Cowan University using Prodigy Finance. From your experience before, does it accept sanction letter in place of the initial deposit required before the semester begins? So I cannot confirm this. Let me just understand your question from your experience. Does it accept sanction letter? Does the university accept our sanction letter? In most cases, if we do have the university on our platform, then they, are aware of us. We do have a relationship with us. They do have a relationship with us, and so they should be accepting our loan confirmation letter. I hope that clarifies your question. We have a question from Sharika. Will co-signers' credit report be a deciding factor for the approval of the loan? So yes, we will require a credit report from your co-signer, and it's their credit report as well as your credit report that determines the outcome of the application. Good question. Onyikachi has asked, I've gotten my admission, how can I apply for the scholarship and also apply for the loan? Congrats on your admission. To apply, you simply visit the Prodigy Finance website, hit the apply button on the toolbar, register an account, and then submit an application. That's if you are applying for a loan. For scholarships, so from Friday, the 14th of March, we'll be opening up the portal, and you can also apply from the Prodigy Finance website. So just visit our website, navigate to scholarships, and you'll find the button that will allow you to apply for one of the 8 scholarships. I have a question from Bridget. When is the loan confirmation fee paid? We require the processing fee, which is a once-off fee. We require it to be paid once your loan has been successfully verified, matched to funding. Pranav, I asked a question, can you please resolve it? I think it's got to do with your decline, Pranav. I'm afraid I don't have your application in front of me, so I cannot provide you maybe the clarity that you need, but our support team can. So simply write to info@prodigyfinance.com. Thank you so much, Shilabero. I'm just going to pop your email address as a reminder to send a recording of this webinar. I will send a recording. Okay, my email address, yes, for the recording, another request, fantastic. Just gonna pop it over here as well, and I'll send both of you a recording. A question from an anonymous attender. Can I use a parent's bank statement as one of the supporting documents to serve as proof? So if your parent is providing you with some contributions towards your studies, then yes, we will require proof of their bank statement. We've got a question from Kamana. The credit of living expenses to personal account is done before or the start of the course. What's the timeline of the same? So this is a really good question. So if you qualify for living expenses, we disperse all the funds directly to your school. We send those funds on a date that is determined by your school. It is usually before your classes start. Once we have dispersed those funds, your school will take whatever tuition they need, and any excess funds gets paid into your local bank account. We've got a question from Hayford. I applied for a loan, but the offer is quite low, and I'm afraid my visa will be denied if I use that for the visa application. I want to know if you can increase my offer to a little bit more. Please write to our support team, info@prodigyfinance.com. Let's see if we can give you some more funds. Question from Deborah. I applied last year, but realized a couple of documents were required that I didn't have, like a bank statement and cosigner. That halted my application. Sorry about that, Deborah. I hope that, we've never actually asked for cosigners last year. A cosigner is a new product that's only available for Indian students. So we'll never ask for collateral or cosigners. But if there are documentations that is missing and you're ready to, you have those documentation now and you are ready to continue your journey of studying abroad, we hope that you will apply and that we are able to support you. A question from Anusha. I received an offer letter from Middlesex University, Dubai for fall semester. After the scholarship, I have to meet a tuition fee to the tune of about $14,000. How can you help to avail the loan? So Anusha, first, we've got 3 basic eligibility criteria. Do we support Middlesex University in Dubai? Are you looking to study your master's abroad? And do you come from a country we support? If you have ticked yes and answered yes to all of those 3 criteria, you can simply visit the Prodigy Finance website, submit an application, and we'll let you know if we can offer you that $14,000. We really hope that we can. We've got a question from an anonymous attendee. I have a question. What happens is excess school fee is paid? If you are due for living expenses, we will send those excess funds into, or the school will send those excess funds into your local bank account. And question from another anonymous attendee, can we know the interest rate on the loans and how it works? So interest rates are personalized. We don't have a set interest rate. In order to understand what rate we offer you, you would need to apply for the loan. So simply visit the Prodigy Finance website, click apply, register an account, spend a few minutes completing the application, and we will provide you with an instant offer, or it could take 1 to 5 days. And in the offer, we will provide you your rate of interest. I need some clarity. I need to know the penalties after the 6 months after classes. If repayment is smaller than the actual amount or no payments come in for a period of time. I don't quite understand this question. There are no penalties. 6 months after your classes end is when you're required to start repayment. If repayment is smaller than the actual amount, I'm not too sure what this means. Oh, I think you are asking if you don't pay back your loan, what are the penalties? So we try our best to understand what is the reason for your, no payments or late payments. We cannot exactly tell you what the penalties are because it's so personalized to your application. And we always first try to understand what is the situation, and then we can offer you arrangements based on your situation. You also want to know if I'm paying the $500 and the 4% immediately. No, it's just the $500 processing fee that is required to be paid upfront. The 4% administration fee gets amortized into your loan, meaning you pay it off with your monthly installments. I have gained admission to Johns Hopkins University. I'm currently in the US living with a friend. I'm from Ghana and took leave of absence from work to sort out some things for school. Do I qualify? So yes, we provide loans to students from Ghana. I cannot say whether we fund Johns Hopkins. You're going to need to visit the Prodigy Finance website. But what I'm going to recommend that you do is apply or visit the Prodigy Finance website, look at our extensive list of school supporters, see if Johns Hopkins is available, and then if it is, apply to see how much we can offer you. I have a credit score of 772. That is a really good credit score. However, I had difficult times while COVID time, which leaded to a few delayed payments in some loans. I've already mentioned everything before. Provisional offer where on email I send all required documents to support with relevant explanation. Later, I got provisional offer. So is there would be an issue for verification, as those issues I've already explained before. We cannot say to FIC, if there are any issues, our verification team will let you know. We've got a question from Harshad. What is the minimum CIBIL score required for the co-signer? There's no score. You have to just provide us with your credit report, and then we will assess it. We look at your score and your credit history for both you and your co-signer. So there's no answer for this, because there's not a one size fit all. It will depend on the application. I tried getting a credit report and I can't get it because they said they don't have on individual accounts. Okay, you could just let our support team know and they will provide you with alternatives. So to reach out to support team, you can write to them at info@prodigyfinance.com. Okay, if my account details are required, do I use my Ghana account? I'm not too sure which account you're referring to, but we will let you know which account what supporting documents and which country they need to come from. Okay, I came in late, no worries. You said which comes first, matching of the funding of the provisional loan approved letter. Oh, matching of the funding or the provisional loan. So what comes first? So how it works, just a quick summary. You have your online application. We provide you with a provisional offer. Once you've accepted your provisional offer, you get moved to verification. If you get successfully verified, we move you to matching, and then you successfully verified, and then successfully matched, and then that's when we provide you with your official loan confirmation letter. So that gets provided after you've been matched. Will the scholarship amount be dispersed directly to the school? Yes, scholarship amounts get dispersed directly to the school. Simran has asked, I'd like the recording. Thank you, Simran. Let me just jot down your email address and I'll send it to you after this call. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, Sharika has asked, do I need a US-based account for the university to return the extra funds back? I'm going to a UTB in fall 2021. So if you are going to school in the US and if you do qualify for living expenses, then yes, excess funds will need to be paid to your local bank account. So that means you would need to open up a US bank account. Your school usually does help you with this process. Hi, Donald from Uganda. I already have an offer from the University of Glasgow, chemistry with medicinal chemistry. Congratulations on your offer. Will the loan be given to students in case he or she pays the loan processing fees, or can someone miss the loan offer after paying the loan processing fees? I'm not too sure what the question is. If you miss the loan fee, but yeah, the loan is more official after you paid the processing fee. I hope that answers your question, Donald. Okay, we have another request from Bridget for the recording. Jeremiah, for a one-year MSc program, what if the embassy issues or approves just a 12-month visa and my loan repayment period is 7 years? So that's fine. Your repayment has got nothing to do with your visa. Your visa is just how much time it allows you to stay in your country of studies. So even if you leave your country of studies, you are still required to pay your loan back, regardless of where in the world you are located. Yes, so you pay the processing fee after you have been matched to funding. I have an open education loan with 15 lakhs. Can I apply for non-cosigner loan for MS in engineering? I see Mayank is responding to that, so I'm going to let Mayank answer that question for you. Okay, folks, so those are all the questions that we have received. Thank you so much for joining. For those of you who have requested the recording, I will send that to you after this call. Thank you so much for joining. Once again, if you do have any further questions, you can write to info@prodigyfinance.com. You can visit our website to explore all of the FAQs there, or to find our contact details so you can call our team. If you have registered an account, once you log in, you can also chat to our agents live. And then also you can follow us on social media at Prodigy Finance, and you can ask your question there. Thank you, everybody, for joining. We really hope that you found this valuable, and we hope that we are able to support your dreams of studying abroad. Thanks for joining, and have a beautiful day further. Bye-bye.